Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, make sure to look around my channel and see if you like any of my other videos. If you do, make sure to subscribe. And if you don't know me, I'm Lauren. I go to the University of Ottawa, currently in my third year, and I make a lot of videos about school, lifestyle, and then I'm also really into health. One of my newest passions is actually sustainability and figuring out different ways that I can help the environment. I mean, obviously a big proportion of greenhouse gases and climate change is due to bigger corporations, and a lot of people believe that since we're not big corporations and we're not the government, we can't really help, but I like to think that that's not true and that the little things can actually add up to one big thing if we all do it together. So I just wanted to make a little video about how we can help the environment as citizens, and yeah, just like 10 little tips that can make your life more sustainable. They're really simple, really easy, they're not intimidating at all, so I thought you guys would enjoy this little video. If you guys have any other ideas how you can be sustainable, make sure to comment them down below. I'd love to know them. And yeah, let's get right into the 10 tips on how to make your life a little bit more sustainable. First off, I wanted to start off by saying once you're more educated on climate change, the pressure to be almost sustainably perfect can be really hard on you. Like, I know when I go shopping with friends or something, I'll feel really guilty for just buying like a single item, or maybe you're eating meat and you feel guilty. And I think the good thing to know is that you can just take baby steps, and even if you're just doing one thing like you know, using reusable bags, reusable water bottles, you're still helping. So just do baby steps, do what you can, and yeah, try out things, and if it works for you, then that's great. If it doesn't work for you, then maybe try something else that can help the environment. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with like the simple ones that like pretty much everybody knows. So let's start off with number one, which is reusable water bottles. We love a good reusable water bottle. I know my school personally doesn't sell plastic water bottles on campus. I know Canada's trying to ban single-use plastic, so you're eventually gonna have to implement this anyways. But yeah, just reusable water bottles are super helpful, super easy. There's taps everywhere. You can just refill your water bottle. This one's really cool. It's called Contigo. So I get them from Target, which is an American store, but I'm sure you can find them like online and stuff. So it's really cool because it comes with a straw. Then you take the straw out, you tip it over, and like nothing comes out, and then you just put the straw back in and it works again. So that's really helpful if you're like always on the go like I am as a student, because you can have the straw but you can just take it out and throw it in your bag and it won't spill. So yeah, definitely get a reusable water bottle. They're super cute, super trendy. Get a hydro flask, you know, and yeah, it's just an easy way that you can help save the environment. Another really obvious one that I think like everyone does pretty much, even my mom does it, so is bring reusable grocery bags to the store. So this is really easy. Sometimes you can even buy them at checkout, so if you forget them or you don't have them yet, just go to your grocery store and buy them, and then maybe just keep them in your car. Or me and my roommates, we just have a closet full of like reusable bags, and then we just grab them as we go. Another thing that a lot of people don't think about is like the mini plastic bags that you use to grab produce and put produce in. I have yet to do this, but I want to order them online. You can get reusable bags like that, so you can get clear ones, and then the cashier can even see what's in the bag, and then you won't be using single-use plastic every single time you buy produce. Another thing a lot of people don't think about is actually feminine products. So if you use like tampons or pads, you're probably going through a lot of plastic waste that will just go into the ocean, and I think it's like the fifth most common thing found in the ocean, or like the fifth most common category found in the ocean. So if you're using tampons every time you have your period, it's not really that good for the environment. Some great options are, I use a Diva cup, I'm not going to show it, but they just come in these little bags, and you can buy one for, I think they're about $40, which sounds really expensive, but they last about, I think it's either a year to 5 years or something, and then you just reuse the Diva cup every single period and you just clean it every time. That's what I use, and it's really great also because you can't get toxic shock syndrome from using a Diva cup, so you can wear it for the full day without worrying about getting toxic shock syndrome. If you have like a heavier flow and you like always have to change your tampon, or if you don't want to contribute to waste, or you're worried about toxic shock syndrome, this is a much healthier version. I know a lot of people don't even like the idea of putting stuff in their body, so there's also like reusable underwear that you can get that has like a built-in pad kind of, and then you can just wash them. I've never gotten those, but I just use this and it works great. So this one just kind of pertains to my life right now. So I'm a college student, and I know a lot of people that I'm surrounded by will actually order a lot of food or like go out to eat a lot because we're cooking for ourselves now. And going out to eat and eating out is not necessarily a good thing, especially if it's more like fast food or something you bring home, because again, that is waste that you're contributing to with like the plastic utensils, the containers that they're in, and things like that. So like making your food at home is really great, especially if you can shop local, because then you know where everything's coming from. I just wanted to show like my meal prep containers. This is a glass meal prep container. These are really great because you can meal prep all your meals, and you'll be using like sustainable containers as well. So yeah, just shop either meal prepping or making meals every night rather than eating out is really good for the environment. Some other things that you might not think about when you're packing lunches every day, or you're just making too much food and then you're putting it in wraps, is the Ziploc bags. I find it really hard not to use Ziploc bags because they're so easy to just like throw stuff in, and they're just so convenient. So I just don't buy them anymore, or else I will use them. So what I bought instead was these reusable Ziploc bags. I got them, well, my mom got them off of Amazon. So they're by the brand I don't even know how to say it, Watney? Can you see that? Yeah, so basically they're just reusable Ziploc bags. They just zip up and you can put anything in them. I put like baby carrots in them when I want to pack a little lunch. I put leftover red onion when I didn't use the whole onion. And then basically you just like wash them out, and then they're reusable. It's really simple, and Ziploc bags aren't always something that you think of when you think of single-use plastics. So definitely check these out, and they're really convenient too. They're really easy to wash. You think it'd be difficult, but it's really not. Another thing that we don't think of is like saran wrap. So when you need to put a top on a container or something like that, use saran wrap, which again is single-use plastic. So I actually got these beeswax wraps that are off of Amazon as well. Yeah, they're just like these little beeswax reusable wraps, and you just put them on top of containers, or you could probably wrap a wrap with them. They're like really sticky, but apparently they get less sticky over time. And then you just wash them with cold water when you're done using them, and then you just have to make sure that you're not storing them in like a sunny place or a hot place, or else they'll like shrink up or something. So another big thing that is like a big controversy is meat consumption. So meat consumption is actually a huge contribution to climate change. So a great thing that you could do, you don't have to go cold turkey, but I know what I do. So when I don't eat red meat at all, because that is the biggest contribution, like compared to chicken and fish, although all of them are pretty bad. So I know I'm not doing the best, but when I meal prep, so I meal prep my meals, and when I do, I make sure that at least half of my meal preps are vegetarian, so they won't have any meat. I'll use like tofu or chickpeas, or I don't know, any other type of plant-based protein, and then the other half will either have chicken or fish. So even just doing like half your meals are vegetarian, or maybe once, some people do meatless Mondays where every Monday they don't eat meat. So you don't necessarily have to go like all out and just stop eating meat. I mean, if you can, that's amazing. Yeah, that's a good tip, just doing like meatless Mondays, or like half your dinners are actually using chickpeas or tofu or something like that. Another great tip is public transportation. So I live in a city, so I'm really lucky right now that I can literally walk everywhere. I walk everywhere. I get like 10,000 steps on my Fitbit by like 3 o'clock. And then we also have buses, and we actually just got a train. When I live in a small town, it's actually like way more difficult because we don't have any of that. We don't even have Uber. So I know it's definitely harder in a small town, but again, if you can walk or bike, just do it. Or maybe you and your friends can just join together, because I know it's really difficult, but just try it a little bit. Buses are actually kind of fun because you get to see all these different kind of people, and you can just like put your headphones in, listen to your podcast. I find it really relaxing, kind of. So yeah, back to products. Another thing that you can do to help the environment, and that you might not actually realize is that wasteful, is makeup wipes. So if you wear makeup every day, and then every day you have to take it off and you're using a makeup wipe, you're using that much waste every single day. Something that I use is this little pad called Enjo, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it's just this little makeup remover pad, and you just put water on it and it takes all your makeup off perfectly. I was really worried that it wouldn't. I used to wear like all waterproof makeup, and it even took all that off. So if you're worried about it not taking off your makeup, it will, I promise. And then you just use a little solution and you clean it off, And I've been using this for almost, maybe not a full year, but probably half a year. And it works amazing. I love it so much. My friend actually got it for me. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. And then it's also way easier to travel with. You just need to bring this little pad and you're good to go. The second last thing that I want to talk about is sustainable beauty. So I know it's really difficult with makeup to find sustainable brands that are all vegan, cruelty-free, and all that kind of stuff, and it's hard to find that information. So I've actually found a couple really helpful articles that will give you your whole full face routine, and they'll be able to tell you like different brands that have environmentally friendly products and like why they're considered environmentally friendly. So I'll just link that down below and you can go through your whole routine and you can see which products are friendly and which are not. Right now I'm just making the transition. Like all my makeup right now isn't very good for the environment, but there's no reason for me to throw it out just because I already bought it. But a great brand obviously is Lush. I love Lush. You can always depend on them to be helping the environment and looking to be a little bit more green. A product of theirs that I love are the shampoo bars. So they don't actually use any waste at all because they're not packaged. This one has lasted me like almost a year, and yeah, it's super easy to travel with too because you literally just need to bring this little stone and then you just rub it in your hands, you just rub it in your hair. So yeah, definitely look into Lush products. I also use their face wash, so I use the Aquamarina face wash, their toner, and I use like their shaving cream, their sea salt scrub. I use a lot of things, and a great thing to know is that if you use up like 5 of these tins and you bring them in, they actually will reuse the tins, and then also I think you get like a whole free face mask or something. So definitely just being more aware of what's in your makeup and what kind of brands are doing good for the environment. The last category that I want to talk about is sustainable shopping. So again, I think we all know about fast fashion and how detrimental it is for the environment. So I just want to talk about a couple things that I've learned through my research. So I've discovered this really awesome website. It's called Good On You. So basically you can search by either type of products. So you could search by jeans or business wear or tops, shoes, like anything, and they'll have a whole list of brands that are sustainable, and you can search by how much money you want to spend, like $1 sign, $2 sign, $3 signs, and how sustainable you want them to be. So obviously like the lower you go, you may need to be, like the lower you go on price, you may need to be more acceptable of being a little bit lower on the scale of how great they are for the environment. And then like the higher price you go, they're usually a little bit more of good and greats. So like the scale I think is something like we avoid, not good enough, it's a start, good and great. You can also do it by brand. So say you know what stores are in your mall. So for example, I know Forever 21, like H&M, Zara, all those kind of stores are in the mall in Ottawa. So I can just literally type in the brands and they will rate that brand. They also have like blog articles. So those are the articles I link down below for makeup, and there's a skincare routine. So they'll go through like your whole skincare routine and they'll write like different options for you. And it's really interesting. They have great blog posts, great they're just a really great resource, so make sure to check them out. And another thing for sustainable shopping is thrifting is a great way to help the environment. You're not using fast fashion, that kind of thing. Again, you don't have to do everything, you just have to do your best and do what you can, and that is enough. So yeah, I just wanted to make this little video to talk about the environment, start the conversation, and also just give some ideas. Maybe you forgot that this could be harmful to the environment, or you really didn't know, or you didn't realize it, or you didn't know there's other options. So yeah, if you guys want to add to the list of things you can do to be sustainable, make sure to like comment them down below. I'd love to know different ways. And yeah, again, not everyone's perfect. Just remember that. And yeah, if there's any other videos you guys would like to see from me, make sure to comment them down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And yeah, make sure to subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more videos. I'm going to be doing, I think I want to do like a thrift shopping video soon. I want to do a budgeting video eventually for college students. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned. See you guys later. Bye.